That's not entirely true. Because
first of all, we never said all Israel. It's the scriptures tell you that he scattered us and that we look. It's confusing the faces.
After a group of people get scattered into different countries, they're gonna mix with those people. Then they change. Yeah, I'm talking about the original look of the people in general.
The original look of everybody was dark skin. Hold on, I'm gonna just get you with some scriptures, bro.
They didn't come from sub-Saharan Africa.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna find out.
Nowhere in the Bible does it say that the Israelites is black.
It don't?
No.
Okay. Now, just because you said that, we about to prove you wrong real quick. Now, he just said nowhere in the Bible it says that the Israelites are black. So you
That's a general statement.
You don't study. That proves you don't be studying. That proves you don't study. That proves right there you don't study. This is Jeremiah 14:1. The word of the Lord that came unto Jeremiah concerning the drought. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
And that verse,
and that word black
race.
Means kadar, which means dark skin. When you look it up, yes, it does. When you look it up,
talking about the race of somebody.
Hold on, wait a minute. We're just gonna go with more. Precept must be upon precept.
If it was talking about the race,
so we're gonna get with another precept.
You would know you're talking about the race of somebody.
We're gonna go with another precept.
You wouldn't have to. You would read it in the context of what you just read.
No, we're gonna go with the precept because it says precept must be upon precept. So we're gonna go with another precept that says the same thing or similar.
You sure you're not just quoting scriptures out of context?
Nah, brother. Because I read, man, on a continuous basis.
You should have read that one verse in context, though. Because I'm trying to tell you that verse is not talking about any race.
This is Job 30:30.
You would read it in context.
My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Now, if you read in the original Hebrew, you would know that was talking about when you go into famine, people get black blisters on their skin. Job was in the famine. That's why.
He was in a famine?
Remember when Job got all the bumps and shit?
Yeah, he had boils. Yeah, he had boils.
That's not talking about his race, meaning his skin tone. He's not talking about his skin tone at all.
It is talking about skin tone because white people, if a so-called white man get a boil, there's not going to be black. There's going to be red. So he was
talking about the famine.
Come on, bro. You're not getting it. If a so-called white man had a boil on his arm, his boil was not going to turn black. It's going to be red. Am I lying? Am I right or am I wrong?
Wrong.
No, I'm not.
None of those verses you read.
Okay.
It's saying
what about Solomon?
Is in a Negro race.
What about Solomon?
Let's go. Song of Solomon.
Yeah.
1 and 5.
He said, yeah, my skin is black and comely.
Really, because you're reading out of context.
Oh my goodness.
If you would read the story in context, you would know that that's not even King Solomon talking, but the woman named Shulamite was talking.
This is called what's the name of this book? The Song of Solomon. Now this is the Septuagint. It says the Song of Solomon is a love song written by Solomon.
A book.
Right, so he wrote this.
Which is a book written by Solomon.
Right, so he wrote this.
Okay.
Okay. So if he wrote it.
Let's move on. We know who wrote. Both of us already knew who wrote the book. That don't mean what the book say.
This is Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black but calmly. So right there.
Okay, somebody is saying I am black but calmly. Who are they talking to? If you read the rest of that verse.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
So now we know that.
As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
So,
all right, so if the daughters of Jerusalem are black and comely, the men not gonna be black and comely as well?
I'm trying to express.
No, that don't make sense, bro.
I'm trying to express to you how you're not reading in context.
Go ahead.
You don't have any reading comprehension.
Go ahead.
In that verse, we know that somebody is saying I am black, right?
Okay.
Now let's establish who was that person talking to specifically in that verse. The daughters of Jerusalem.
Okay.
So now we at least know that's one character of the book. The daughters of Jerusalem.
So the daughters of Jerusalem are black and comely.
No. Somebody who is black is telling the daughters of Jerusalem, I am black, which would obviously imply that the daughters of Jerusalem is not black.
And who wrote the Song of Solomon?
King Solomon.
So he's saying he black.
That's not King Solomon talking.
Oh,
that's
my goodness,
Shulamite.
bro.
How many? Wait. How many characters are in the book of Song of Solomon? How many characters are in the book of Solomon?
I'm not like you just. We're not gonna go. Listen, obviously.
How many characters?
Okay, so you. I'm not. We're not gonna get here.
Because you was brainwashed.
No, you're brainwashed. You don't even know. You first of all, you don't even know what you're doing.
Because you was brainwashed by a cult.
A cult. All right.
And you're not even reading in context.
Bro, you don't know these scriptures.
You're not.
You just a scoffer.
Read Songs of Solomon in context.
So you're Israelite, but I'm not.
Read. I didn't say that.
You just said that.
I didn't say that.
What you? So. Okay, so am I Israelite?
I'm trying to,
according to you.
I'm trying to establish
according to you.
How brainwashed you are.
According to you.
You just follow a man.
According to you.
So
what are you? What are you doing?
You shutting down because
what are you doing?
You know you're being confounded.
No, I'm not being confounded. And what the scripture says?
Songs of Solomon. Who was talking? Not Solomon.
Let me go.
Because you're reading out of context.
Nah, brother.
You see how you keep quoting scriptures out of context?
Bruh, first of all, I read these scriptures on a daily basis.
Out of context.
Okay.
Because you was brainwashed by a cult.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. I'm going to continue to be out because I just read it. You asked me to read. You said that it never said that Jews was black.
Right.
I read it. That's it.
Where?
I just read them. Songs
of Solomon. Even though it's clear, that's not even.
This is Revelations chapter. Okay. What about Christ?
What about him?
He said his feet was like fine brass.
Just because his feet is fine brass, that don't mean you from the Negro race.
As it burned in the furnace.
All right.
So if you burn anything in the furnace, what color is it? What color is anything that get burnt?
What you're doing is regurgitating the same thing that you watch on YouTube.
No, this is common sense.
It's like
exactly, because it's common sense.
You're being a parent.
It's common sense. What happens if you put anything to a furnace?
If you actually read that,
that's
not what it means.
Listen, can you ask?
That's a parable.
Duh.
It's
a dark saying. Oh my goodness. Revelations 1:1. The revelation of Jesus Christ. What does revelation mean? What do revelation mean?
What's so funny is that you copy every single thing. What do revelation?
Because it's easy.
It's like you just repeat it.
What do revelations mean?
That's not what it means.
What do it mean? What revelation mean?
You go through the same.
Look up revelation. Look up the word revelation.
You know what it means.
What it mean?
What's the root word?
What it mean? What it mean?
Come on.
Reveal. So this is a revealing of who they call Christ, right?
What kind of hair he had?
You know.
Y'all teach that he had woolly hair. No, he
right.
didn't. He had hair like wool. What color is wool? White.
Right.
Let's talk about the color of the hair, not the texture, man. You was brainwashed.
Everybody has white. Okay, what color is the little hair on top of your head? What color is top of first of all, it's not such thing as gray hair, bro. Is such thing as gray hair? Is there such thing as gray hair?
Why are you saying
because you saying like the white hair.
I didn't say nothing.
Right. You saying that it was white. Right, that was the texture. I mean the color.
The color of wool is white.
Okay, hold on. Matter of fact, I got one. Because it says then, matter of fact, hold on, let me find it real quick. That's what I be saying, man. Y'all brothers, you brothers just be scoffers, man. That's all you is, just a scoffer. You a scoffer.
Scoffer, I'm not mocking you at all.
You're a scoffer, you still scoffing the scriptures. You scoffing the scriptures.
You running from the scriptures.
Not running. I just read everything that I said, bro.
You read one scripture out of context, and when I told you to read it in context and tell me what.
Listen, use your data. I'm using mine.
You couldn't do it.
I'm using mine.
You couldn't do it.
No, because I want you to show it.
And you would go there right now.
You go ahead.
I already told you what it was.
Go ahead. But you prove me.
I just did. That's why you don't want to go back.
Things 10:5. So if you're a true Israelite, why you not doing what I'm doing then?
What you're doing is not even right.
What I'm doing is not right. So you believe that the so-called white man is the devil? Or you a coon? Or are you a coon? You one of them coon niggas? Pretty sure you are.
You was taught. The thing is, you in a cult. What
cult mean?
They trying to reach out.
What cult mean?
Reach out to disenfranchised people.
What cult mean?
Easily
what cult
everything they say.
What cult mean?
So you say the same thing.
Because you gotta know, because what I've learned is you have to actually. It don't matter.
You learn how to play.
It don't exactly. You have to learn words. You have to learn words. Hey, Jesus. Hey, church was a cult back in during the time when they was killing the Spaniards.
That's called semantics.
Okay, that was considered a cult. They was killing in the name of Christ. So
really, is it
whatever. This is Daniel's. This is Daniel 7 and 9. Behold, till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Who's the Ancient of Days?
It's the same scriptures, bro. I know the
Who's the Ancient of Days?
All it says is that his hair.
Who's the Ancient of Days?
His hair is like the flying wool.
Right. So that's talking about his texture.
No, the color of his hair.
No, it didn't say color.
What does the white color?
It didn't say color.
When your hair is white, what does that mean?
It was represents wisdom.
Ancient of Days.
Right, but it didn't say color.
Like
it didn't say color though.
Come on, man.
It didn't say color right there. It didn't say color. Did it say white like wool right there?
What
did it say white like wool right there?
What comes with age? Wisdom. The Ancient of Days.
Okay,
with the hair
but Yahushua was only 30. 30 when he started.
He said he had great wisdom.
Right.
Exactly.
But you just said what comes with age.
And that's another scripture.
Right.
Age
exactly.
Age doesn't always come with it, but it's still a saying.
Right.
The Ancient of Days has white hair because he's full of wisdom.
But it didn't. Listen, it didn't say that right there.
Here sits the Ancient of Days, whose hair is white as pure wool. We know
pure wool.
We know when your hair is white, that symbolizes wisdom. Who's the Almighty?
Of course, we know that.
Who knows the knowledge? God. So that's why his hair is white, because he has the knowledge.
And okay, I understand what you're saying.
They're saying nothing about the Negro race. Now, let me come back because you're being offended. What I'm saying is, when y'all generally teaching like a Black Power movement. Now, if you wanted to say that when the Israelites was in Egypt, they might have mixed with black people that was in Egypt, because we know that just south of Egypt is Nubia. That's where black people come from. So obviously it would have been Nubian slaves in Egypt too. They would have mixed with Israelites in slavery. You could say that some people who are Israelites might have had some type of black, but
first of all,
the black people from East Africa is not the same.
First of all, listen, it's not a such thing. It's not a, and that's your problem. It's not such thing as mixed races. It's not such thing as that. You come from your father.
You from a mixed race yourself.
You come from your father.
You ain't come from Africa looking that brown.
You come from your father.
So
I'm not African. I'm not African. That's what you think.
You are African.
No, I'm not. That's your opinion on me.
Your ancestors come here in the transatlantic slave trade.
Yes, they did.
From where?
The west coast of Africa, I'm pretty sure. But what do the scriptures talk about that?
What tribe? It's well documented.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68.
And what tribes came during
this is
slavery?
Deuteronomy.
What tribe you come from?
This is Deuteronomy 28.
This
is Deuteronomy 28:68. We'll explain this one.
Only a handful.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Okay, so explain that. Explain how the so-called Negroes. It says that okay. You don't want to say Negroes, but it says that a group of Israelites is gonna go on slave in ships.
No, is that all of them? Did that happen to all of them?
I'm asking you. No. I'm saying you to break that down, since I'm wrong about my ancestors being Israelites. Break that down. Break down how we. Now you just said we got over here in cargo slave ships. The scripture just said that we're gonna go into Egypt, which you should know that Egypt means bondage, into ships.
Right.
Okay. So
y'all teach that Egypt means bondage, which is not true. Now, in the scriptures,
oh my
they refer to Egypt as the house of bondage. Right. That doesn't mean that the word Egypt means bondage.
It's a like you just said, it's a parable. It's a play on words. Just like saying, okay, that's just like saying
what's real is real, but hey.
Just like saying you're gonna go to, just like saying you're gonna go to the bean, or you're gonna go to the joint again. What joint mean? Jail.
But that's not exactly what it means.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what it really means.
But it's representing. When he said Egypt, they knew. When he said Egypt, they knew what Egypt represented. It represented that house of bondage, that slavery that they went into. Right. So they understood that you're gonna go into Egypt again. Oh, that means slavery. That's the house of bondage.
Now, for example,
did you understand? No. Do you get that? Right.
Do you read the Josephus?
No, I never heard. No.
The Josephus.
No.
The complete works of Josephus. I know you know what that book is. The Jewish historian.
No, I'm not. No, I never.
That's a damn lie. You know damn well.
I'm not lying, bro. What I gotta lie for? No.
You in GMS?
Yeah.
And you don't know what the Josephus
I never heard of it. I've been in here for a year and a half.
You don't know what Josephus?
I just said no.
Anyway, and the Josephus says that they went to Egypt, the literal Egypt, in ships. It wasn't necessarily talking about this period.
But you have to understand that it's nothing new. Oh my goodness, bro. You don't be
So if
understanding.
anything, if you wanted to be
Remember,
technical,
isn't it
Israelites
spiritual?
went to Egypt.
Now, isn't it spiritual?
After 70 AD.
Isn't it spiritual? Everything,
Yeah,
everything's spiritual.
But I'm not arguing that main gist. I'm still with the race thing, how it's being pushed by like all the camps that originate from ISUPK. They not